When you hear pre-med, you're probably thinking about college. But what if I told you that here at American Heritage School's Broward campus, that process can begin as early as 7th grade for some students? Let's take a look at the program and find out what they're doing differently to prepare the future of the medical field.
We're in one of our 3 scientific research labs, and these are college-level labs, so we have close to $1 million worth of equipment in our labs, and they're BSL-2 labs, which means we literally can work with bacteria and viruses, which you just don't see at the high school level. You see it at the collegiate level. We start preparing students in junior high. So we start working on their SAT and ACT in junior high. Those skills are infused into the curriculum. So by the time they get into 11th and 12th grade, they're at a higher level than most students in the United States. We're the #1 private or public school in the entire state of Florida in National Merit Scholars, and consistently the #1 private school in the entire nation in National Merit and Presidential Scholars. We are one of the biggest philanthropic institutions in South Florida. So I believe we were ranked by the South Florida Business Journal as the 16th most charitable company in South Florida. So we don't ask for donations, we actually give donations.
So the concept was to give the students the opportunity to be prepared to be ahead of the rest of the regular student population into getting and deciding if they really want to pursue a career in medicine.
It's a rigorous program. I would tell the student you have to be prepared to study, to put in extra time, to understand the material.
And utilizing their knowledge and the core concepts that we're teaching in the class to help them to solve problems like access to medications, adverse events in medications and how we can prevent those things, looking at a global health picture essentially.
For our students, it's not just the academic part, but they need to learn more about that compassion, about that hand that gives back to the community.
And understand the problems that patients face when they come in, the difficulties of being sick, and they develop a large degree of compassion.
So it's not just one well-circumscribed time point, you're getting them longitudinally.
And what better to teach these students to grow knowing that there's the need to give out more to the community.
And that's one of the most rewarding things about this whole program, is to see these students grow and become valuable, contributing members of society.
So feel excited, feel inspired, because the educational experience you get here is not comparable to anywhere else.
State-of-the-art equipment and innovative teaching styles aside, it's important to students and faculty here that there's also a level of compassion and humility brought to the medical field, and here's an example of just that.
I decided to involve myself in pre-med in 7th grade when I was starting junior high at American Heritage. I just found it very exciting that the program offered the opportunity to interact with patients to make a tangible impact on the community. And so I just decided to jump right in, and from then on I've just loved it since, and so I decided to stick with it. The support that American Heritage gives it's unheard of. The fact that we're able to go to these hospitals, to interact with these patients, to truly make a difference, and they know our names, we know theirs. We're making a real life connection with these patients, bettering their lives and just like creating some joy. And it's just the fact that we have the resources and the support from the advisors and the school to do so. It's just amazing. I want to be a doctor when I grow up, and I feel like the Pre-Med Society not just gave me the knowledge on how to do so, but it gave me the empathy and I guess the wisdom on how to connect with patients on that level. So from here, I want to continue helping others. I want to continue expanding, and I want to take the lessons that pre-med has given me and kind of bring it to wherever I go to college or wherever I end up in the future. I want to continue hosting such events, not just for patients, but for people of all backgrounds, for the homeless, for veterans, for different types of communities, hosting these events of sorts to bring joy and just truly show that we care.
It was very exciting to meet the doctors and students here at American Heritage that are the future of our medical and health fields. And I love to hear that they're not only concerned about being excellent in their field, but they want to bring kindness and humanity along with it.